What if a small piece of metal sitting unnoticed in an old collection, a forgotten drawer, or a family box could hold a story powerful enough to shock the entire collecting world? Because today we are not looking at ordinary coins. We are uncovering a hidden world where history, rarity, and collector demand collide, and where one tiny piece of currency can become a legendary discovery. Welcome back to American Coin Secrets, where we reveal the mysteries behind the world's most fascinating rare coins. Every day, we bring you fresh discoveries, incredible stories, and the secrets collectors search for around the world. And today's journey takes us to a coin that many people would overlook in seconds, but experienced collectors know that some of the greatest treasures are hidden in the smallest details. A date, a mint mark, a condition, a tiny difference that can completely change the story behind a coin. In this video, we will uncover one of the most interesting German coins connected to modern European history, the Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A. Stay with me until the end, because the final details about this coin's rarity, collector demand, and market attention may completely change the way you look at old coins forever. This is not just a coin. This is a piece of history waiting to be discovered. First up, imagine holding a coin that looks simple at first glance. No giant size, no flashy design, no obvious signs that it could attract worldwide attention. But this is exactly where the world of rare coins becomes fascinating, because true collectors know something most people overlook. Value is not always found in appearance. Sometimes the real story is hidden inside the history. The production details, the surviving population, and the demand created by collectors searching for special pieces. Today we are exploring the Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A, a coin that carries the story of a changing era in German history and continues to attract attention among collectors who appreciate modern European coinage. The German 10 Pfennig denomination has a long tradition. For decades, these small coins were part of everyday life in Germany, moving through millions of transactions and becoming a familiar part of ordinary people's routines. But the early 1990s were a fascinating period. Germany was experiencing a new chapter after reunification. The nation was rebuilding connections between East and West, and its currency represented stability, identity, and economic history. The 1993A issue was produced at the Berlin Mint, represented by the letter A, a mint mark with a long and respected tradition in German coin production. The coin itself was created from steel with a brass coating, giving it its recognizable golden appearance. Its design followed the traditional style of German federal coinage, featuring symbols connected to Germany's heritage and precision manufacturing standards. At first glance, it may seem like a common circulation coin, but collectors do not stop at first impressions. They study every detail. They examine the strike quality, the preservation, the surface condition, the sharpness of the design, and how well the coin survived decades after leaving the mint. And this is where the story becomes more interesting. A coin's journey after production can completely transform its collector appeal. Millions of coins may be produced, but only a small number survive in exceptional condition. Time creates separation. The ordinary examples remain ordinary. But the examples preserved with stronger details, cleaner surfaces, and better overall condition can become the pieces collectors compete to add to their collections. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A represents a fascinating category of collecting, modern coins with historical importance. Many collectors focus only on ancient coins, but experienced enthusiasts understand that modern coins can also become highly desirable when specific conditions come together. The combination of date, mint mark, condition, and collector interest creates the foundation of demand. One of the most important aspects collectors examine is the condition. A fine condition example represents a coin that has experienced circulation but still retains recognizable details and historical character. Collectors carefully evaluate the remaining design elements, wear patterns, and overall preservation before determining its place in the market. The reason condition matters so much is simple. Collectors are not only buying metal, they are buying survival. They are buying a piece of history that escaped decades of wear and continued to exist. That emotional connection is one of the strongest forces in the rare coin world. A collector looking at a special coin is not just seeing an object. They are seeing a moment frozen in time. They are seeing craftsmanship, history, and a story that has traveled through generations. And now comes the moment many viewers have been waiting for. The current collector market attention surrounding a rare and highly sought-after example of the Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A in the described fine condition has reached an estimated value of approximately $75,000. This figure represents the reported market value for the specific condition and rarity description being discussed, and rare coin prices can vary depending on authentication, grading, demand, and market activity. A valuation like this shows why collectors never ignore small coins. A coin that once represented a simple, everyday transaction can become a remarkable collectible treasure when rarity and demand come together. But remember, the journey of a coin does not end with a price. The strongest collections are built through knowledge, patience, and careful research. For collectors searching for coins like this, the most important advice is to examine every detail carefully. Never judge a coin only by its size or appearance. Look at the date. Look at the mint mark. Study the condition. Learn the history behind it. And always consider professional authentication when dealing with valuable pieces. The world of rare coins rewards those who pay attention. A forgotten coin today could become tomorrow's fascinating discovery. Every collector has a story about the moment they found something unexpected. The excitement of opening an old collection, discovering a forgotten coin, and realizing that history was sitting right in front of them. That feeling is what makes this hobby unforgettable. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1993 reminds us that treasures are not always hidden in dramatic places. Sometimes they are hidden in plain sight. And that is why every coin deserves a second look. Because the next incredible discovery could be waiting inside your own collection. Thank you for watching American Coin Secrets. We bring you fresh updates every day about rare coins, hidden treasures, collector stories, and fascinating discoveries from around the world. Stay connected, because more incredible coins are coming. And the next discovery might be the one that surprises everyone. Next up, after discovering the fascinating story of the Germany 10 Pfennig 1993A, now we travel deeper into the world of hidden European treasures. Because sometimes the most unforgettable discoveries are not the biggest coins. They are the small coins that quietly survive decades of history. And this next coin is a perfect example. A coin that passed through ordinary hands. A coin that may have rested unnoticed for years. A coin that carries a story from another generation of Germany's economic history. Today, we uncover the mystery behind the Germany 10 Pfennig 1976J. A coin that represents precision, history, and the incredible journey of a piece of currency that survived through time. When most people see a small 10 Pfennig coin, they might see only a piece of old money. But collectors see something completely different. They see a historical fingerprint. They see the craftsmanship of the mint. They see the millions of moments this coin witnessed before arriving in the hands of collectors. And that is where the excitement begins. The year 1976 was a fascinating period for Germany. The nation was experiencing a period of economic strength and stability, and German coins were recognized worldwide for their careful production standards, practical designs, and trusted reputation. The 10 Pfennig denomination played an important role in everyday commerce. These coins circulated throughout Germany, becoming part of daily life for countless people. But every coin has a different journey. Some disappeared. Some were damaged. Some were melted or lost forever. And only certain examples survived with characteristics that attract serious collectors today. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1976J carries the famous J Mint mark, identifying production from the Hamburg Mint. The Hamburg Mint is one of Germany's historic mints, known for producing coins with strong technical standards and a long tradition of craftsmanship. This coin was produced using steel with a brass coating, creating the familiar golden appearance associated with German 10 Pfennig coins. Its design follows the traditional style of West German federal coinage, combining practical everyday use with the detailed manufacturing approach German mints are known for. The reverse design displays the denomination, while the obverse represents the identity and structure of the Federal Republic of Germany's coinage system. But the real story is not only in the design. The real story is in survival. Think about the journey of a coin produced in 1976. For almost 5 decades, this small piece of history has existed through changing times, changing economies, and changing generations. It may have traveled through countless transactions. It may have been stored away in collections. It may have been forgotten before finally being recognized. That transformation from ordinary circulation coin to collectible treasure is what creates the excitement of numismatics. Collectors understand that rarity is not always about how few coins were originally produced. Sometimes rarity comes from how few coins remain desirable today. Condition becomes one of the most important factors. A fine condition example of the Germany 10 Pfennig 1976J shows the evidence of its journey while maintaining enough detail and character for collectors to appreciate its historical importance. Collectors carefully examine every element: the remaining design details, the quality of the surfaces, the level of wear, the overall preservation. Every small feature can influence collector interest. Because in the rare coin world, details create stories, and stories create demand. A collector does not simply hold a coin. They hold a connection to a specific moment in history. They hold craftsmanship created decades ago. They hold an object that has survived when countless others disappeared. That emotional connection is one reason why rare coin collecting continues to grow among enthusiasts around the world. Now comes the moment that many collectors are waiting for. The market attention surrounding a Germany 10 Pfennig 1976J example in the described fine condition has reached a reported current value of approximately $88,000 according to the value provided for this specific example. This level of interest demonstrates how surprising the collecting world can be. A small coin from everyday life can become a remarkable collectible when history, preservation, and demand come together. But remember, the true power of collecting is knowledge. Successful collectors do not ignore small details. They study. They compare. They research. They protect their discoveries. If you find an old German coin, do not immediately dismiss it because of its size or ordinary appearance. Look closely. Check the year. Check the mint mark. Examine the condition. A simple-looking coin may have a much deeper story waiting to be uncovered. For collectors searching for valuable coins, patience is one of the greatest tools. The rarest discoveries often come from people who take the extra moment to investigate. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1976J reminds us of an important lesson. History does not always announce itself. Sometimes, history quietly sits in the palm of your hand. A tiny piece of metal can carry decades of memories, craftsmanship, and collector fascination. And that is why the world of rare coins remains so exciting. Because every collection has a mystery, every old coin has a journey, and every discovery has the possibility of becoming something unforgettable. Thank you for watching American Coin Secrets. We bring you fresh updates every day about rare coins, hidden treasures, collector discoveries, and fascinating stories from the world of numismatics. Stay with us, because the next coin we reveal may be another incredible piece of history that collectors everywhere are searching for. Next up, after exploring 2 incredible German 10 Pfennig coins, we now arrive at the final discovery of today's journey. And this one may be the most surprising of them all. Because sometimes the greatest treasures are not the coins that look ancient. They are the coins that quietly passed through history, survived changing times, and remained hidden while the world moved on around them. Today, we uncover the story of the Germany 10 Pfennig 1975, a coin that represents an important era of German history, remarkable craftsmanship, and the powerful mystery behind collectible coins. At first glance, this coin may appear simple. Small size, familiar design, a piece of currency that once belonged to everyday life. But the world of coin collecting teaches us a fascinating lesson. Never underestimate a coin because of its appearance. Behind every coin is a journey. Behind every date is a moment in history. And behind certain surviving examples is a level of collector interest that can transform a simple piece of metal into something truly remarkable. The year 1975 was a significant period for West Germany. During this time, the country was known for economic strength, industrial progress, and a reputation for producing high-quality currency with careful attention to detail. German coins from this era became symbols of precision and reliability. The 10 Pfennig denomination was an important part of everyday transactions. Millions of people handled these coins during ordinary moments, buying goods, receiving change, and using them as part of daily life. But decades later, collectors began looking at these coins through a different lens. They were no longer just money. They became historical pieces. They became reminders of a specific era. They became examples of German minting tradition. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1975 was produced as part of the Federal Republic of Germany's circulation coinage system. Like other German 10 Pfennig coins of the period, it was made from steel with a brass coating, creating its recognizable golden appearance. The combination of durable materials and practical design allowed these coins to survive years of circulation while maintaining their unique character. The design reflects the traditional style of German federal coinage. The denomination appears prominently, while the overall appearance represents the clean, functional approach German mints were known for. But the true fascination begins when collectors examine the details. Because every surviving coin tells a different story. Some coins spent decades moving through circulation. Some were damaged. Some disappeared. Some were preserved carefully by people who understood that coins could become valuable pieces of history. And this is where condition becomes extremely important. A fine condition example of the Germany 10 Pfennig 1975 carries the evidence of its journey. The wear patterns, remaining details, and overall preservation all contribute to its collector appeal. For experienced collectors, these details are not imperfections. They are evidence. They are proof that this coin traveled through time and survived long enough to become part of a collector's search. The excitement of rare coin collecting comes from this exact moment. The moment when someone realizes that an ordinary-looking object has an extraordinary story. A collector holding this coin is not simply holding metal. They are holding a connection to the past. They are holding a piece of Germany's economic history. They are holding craftsmanship created decades ago. That emotional connection is what keeps collectors searching, studying, and discovering. The demand for special coins often comes from several factors coming together. Historical importance, collector interest, condition, survival, and the unique story behind the piece. When these elements combine, a coin can attract serious attention from enthusiasts who understand the importance of owning a remarkable example. Now comes the moment many viewers have been waiting for. The current market value provided for the Germany 10 Pfennig 1975 in the described fine condition is approximately $95,000. This figure represents the value stated for this specific example description, while actual market prices for collectible coins can vary depending on professional grading, authenticity verification, rarity assessment, and collector demand. A valuation at this level shows the incredible surprises hidden inside the world of numismatics. A small coin that once served an everyday purpose can become a fascinating collectible treasure decades later. But the greatest lesson from this coin is not only about price. It is about awareness. Many valuable discoveries begin when someone decides to look closer. A forgotten collection, an old family box, a group of coins saved years ago. The difference between overlooking history and discovering history is often just one moment of curiosity. For collectors searching for rare coins, always pay attention to the details. Study the date. Understand the minting history. Protect the condition. Research before making decisions. Because every coin has a story, and some stories are waiting years to be discovered. The Germany 10 Pfennig 1975 represents the mystery and excitement that makes coin collecting such an unforgettable hobby. It reminds us that history can be found in unexpected places. Sometimes the smallest objects carry the biggest stories. Sometimes the quietest discoveries create the greatest excitement. And sometimes a coin that appears ordinary can become the centerpiece of a collector's dream. Thank you for joining American Coin Secrets. We bring you fresh updates every day about rare coins, hidden treasures, collector discoveries, and the fascinating stories behind valuable pieces from around the world. If you enjoyed this journey through 3 incredible German coins, stay connected because more surprising discoveries are coming. The next hidden treasure may already be waiting to be found.